Zumwalt Meadow is one of King Canyon National Park's most iconic meadows. It is situated at the most dramatic part of the canyon, tucked between two imposing vertical granite cliffs. This meadow is also home to lots of wildlife such as bears, marmots, deer, and more. For that reason, the short Zumwalt Meadow Trail is one of the most popular day hikes in the Cedar Grove area in Kings Canyon. This trail has seen changes in recent times. It used to be a loop trail, but it got washed away due to heavy snowfall in 2019. So at the moment, it is just an out and back trail. I'm not sure if they have any plans to bring it back to all of its glory. We kind of hope that they do. We saw some photos from back in the day and it looked like it was really pretty. Almost as soon as you get on the trail, you're going to start to get really beautiful views of Kings River. We also heard the screeches of bald eagles, but unfortunately we weren't able to get any pictures or video of them. In its current configuration, this trail has an overall distance of 1.5 miles with an elevation gain of 157 feet. It takes most people on average 36 minutes to complete this trail, but as no surprise, we really enjoyed it and it took us almost 2 hours. If you're just looking for a nice and easy stroll, the first half of this hike is absolutely perfect. Even the harder sections of this trail aren't all of that challenging, but they do take just a little bit more effort. At right around 3/10 of a mile into the hike, we came to one of our favorite parts of the trail, and it was this old suspension bridge. These types of bridges are always so much fun to walk across, and it also makes for one heck of a photo op. After crossing over the bridge, you will come to an intersection and you will have a choice to make. Going to the right will take you to Roaring River Falls, which if you haven't seen our video about that one, you can see it by clicking in the upper corner. And if you want to stay on the Zumwalt Meadows Trail, you're going to make a left here. The river's edge is much wider on this side, so if you're looking for a spot to stop and relax or maybe enjoy a snack, this is a great option. After hanging out for a little bit, we continued on our way, and a short ways down the trail we came to that trail closure we were talking about. The good thing is that your hike doesn't have to end here, because if you make a right, you will be heading into the Talus section of Zumwalt Meadows. Just know that this is where things will be getting a tiny bit more strenuous. Not bad at all, but you will be going up and down a lot of rocky stairs. I will say though that the additional effort will be well rewarded because the next section is another one of our favorite parts of this trail. After a short and easy hike through a lush overgrown forest, we climbed our way up to a spot where we were surrounded by large granite boulders. This gave us a postcard-worthy view of the mountain in the background, which is known as the Grand Sentinel. I think it's needless to say that you really need to watch your step up here. Not only are there a ton of tripping hazards and rocks to roll your ankle on, but there are also snakes up here in the warmer season. The views are really going to start opening up on the other side of the canyon, and you're going to get great looks at North Dome and the meadow below. As we made our way through the granite rock field, I couldn't help but wonder how long it had been since these fell from the cliff face. One of the cool things is that some of the boulders that fell have stacked up and created little caves. Most of these caves don't go in very deep at all, but they are still pretty fun to go in and explore. Some of the caves are quite a squeeze to get into, so it may help if you are a tiny bit on the shorter side. With all of the boulders lying around, it did not surprise us one bit to learn that there are some climbing routes here. So there is a decent chance you might see some people hiking through with crash pads. Along the way, we found even more caves, but some of these were really tiny. But who knows, maybe this is a luxury condo for a marmot or something. Soon we would be exiting the boulder field and making our way back down towards Zumwalt Meadow. Even though it was blocked off, we still got a glimpse of just how beautiful it is. We were visiting on a breezy day and the tall grass was blowing in the wind. It was almost mesmerizing. After leaving the meadow, you will be heading to yet another rocky section. While this one is shorter than the first one, it is equally as beautiful. After a short climb, the trail will once again be dropping down. Once you reach the bottom, you will be circling around the eastern end of Zumwalt Meadow. As you hike in towards these trees, you will reach what is unfortunately the new end of this trail. However, if you still want to push it a little bit further, you can make a right and head all the way to Road's End. This will add another 2 miles to your hike if you do it as an out and back. As for us, it was the end of the line and we were turning around and heading back. Even though this trail isn't all that strenuous and it seems like it would be really easy to follow, the talus sections can get a little bit disorienting because the trail seems like it fades away, especially on the way back. We actually ended up finding a guy that was lost out there. With that in mind, be sure to pay attention on the way back, and it would probably be a good idea to bring a tracker with you, just in case. If you're looking for another recommendation in the Kings Canyon area, we highly recommend checking out the Big Stump Trail. You can see that one by clicking in the upper corner. And that is going to do it for our video about hiking Zumwalt Meadows. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps out the channel. If you have ideas for future videos, let us know. And for all the information about Zumwalt Meadows, as well as other awesome Kings Canyon adventures, head on over to livethatadventure.com.